Hello, my beautiful people. I am Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits, my intuition, and the tarot and oracle cards to communicate energy frequencies to you, the beautiful viewer, and we have a very special reading today. Very special, lots of giveaways. I'll have a little bonus at the back end of this intro. So for those of you guys just interested in getting to your reading, feel free to skip ahead, but we will be doing a giveaway here for you guys before we get into your reading. The reading will be about what big surprises are coming in for you. So the next big surprise coming in for you, I can't wait to get into that, and I will be giving you guys a big surprise. Surprise is I'm giving all of my subscribers, viewers, 50% off on my website. So you can click the description box below and you can enter that coupon code at the checkout to receive 50% off of prairievintagejewelry.com. The information's in the description box. Lots of vintage jewelry, antique jewelry, and more. All right, so these three items here from my shop, and they're available for purchase, so you can certainly use your 50% off for this or anything else that you see on that website. Now, part two is I'm still doing the giveaway for when I reach 1,000 subscribers of this beautiful Inner Child Fairy Tale Tarot. So when I reach 1,000 subscribers, you'll receive a brand new pack of these beautiful cards. This is excellent for beginners. In fact, very child friendly here. The book is absolutely wonderful and the cards are absolutely gorgeous. So you can do a Google search on Amazon for this beautiful deck, and when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving this away to one of my subscribers. You just have to leave a comment on any one of my videos, be subscribed, and I will randomly select the winner of these cards. Now, trifecta number 3, I will be giving away a free reading. All you need to do is comment on this video that you're interested in a private reading, and it will be a half-an-hour reading. I'll send you your own private link. Now, the only way is to contact me through the email address in the description box. Okay, I won't be soliciting any other way of contacting me, but I will be selecting someone from this video. You just have to comment that you are interested in the private reading in the comments, and then I will contact you, and then you can certainly reach out to me via email. All right, so the reading will be pretty much like one of these. I will send you a private link, and you can you can take a look at that reading. So without further ado, let's take a look at the big surprise, okay, coming towards you. Aside from that big surprise, what is in store for you? So pile number 1, we have this beautiful toucan brooch with all the beautiful rhinestones and enameled shimmery colors here. So beautiful brooch, tropical bird. For pile number 2, we have this large pendant. Now, this is the Chinese symbol of Gi, G-U-I. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. It could be Gai, Gi, and it means valued in Chinese. So, beautiful pendant. All right. And then for pile number 3, we have this beautiful Venetian micro mosaic Petra Dura tesserae floral glass pendant. So these are tiny little pieces of glass that make this micro mosaic. Very beautiful. All right, so concentrate on these 3. Whichever one's intuitively calling towards you is most likely your pile. If you're drawn to multiple, could be multiple surprises for you. After all, there is no limitation in this universe other than the limitations you put on yourself. So you could certainly be receiving 3 big surprises, but yeah, just select from the timestamp below in the description box and in the pinned comment. Don't forget to check out your coupon code for prairievintagejewelry.com. And I am so excited to go on this journey with you guys. I'll see you in a bit. Hello, gorgeous pile one. If you pick the tropical toucan bird brooch here, absolutely gorgeous. Pile number one, this is your reading. We will be taking a look at what big surprises are coming towards you next. So which big surprise will be a surprise that you're probably unaware of. And we will be taking a look at the tarot as well as the pre-picked or pre-shuffled oracle cards. Let's take a look at what we have. So we have blessings. Oh, blessings indeed. Blessings indeed. This is like a Mother Mary with, she has like healing energy coming from her hands. Wow. We have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. A wheel of three, I don't know why I said three, of women. Interesting. And we have earth magic, nature, rituals, and charms. Very, very cool. We have pathway with the number 35. Look how similar these cards look. You guys are giving me a very earthy, witchy type vibe here. We have get out of your own way. And we have universal oneness, transcend. Wow. Loneliness, universal oneness. Very interesting. We have the black egg. We have bravery with oceans, the number 30. Interesting how she's walking on the earth or the globe when you have all these women standing on a globe as well. It's the center, there's the earth with her arms out. That is very, very interesting. Okay, we have tribal spirit dancer. We have opening heart, deep connections, and water blessings. The number 11. Very similar. Female wearing a beautiful dress. Here as well, here as well. Very beautiful, very feminine energy I'm feeling here. And then we have 33 with night. Something very magical and mystical about you guys here. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Spirit for pile number 3. What big surprise is coming in for pile number 3? Thank you so, so much for clear and concise message for pile number 3. We have the 5 of Cups. We're going to pull one more. Thank you, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy. We have the 7 of Cups. And we'll pull some of these as well. Spirit, clear and concise. Big surprise for pile number 1. I don't know if I called you guys pile number 3. I meant pile number 1. The Hierophant. The Ace of Wands. And I do feel one more here. The 8 of Pentacles. Okay, let's see if I am in frame. Perfect. All right, pile number 1, big surprise coming in for you. This is interesting because I feel as though a lot of you guys are probably in the dark about this and are probably not expecting it, hence the surprise. But what I feel is that you guys have been on quite the journey of you're kind of getting used to going it alone, and you're kind of getting used to really being in the dark of where you're being guided towards. And I feel like at some point it was lonely, it was depressing, it was causing sadness, and I feel like you guys have walked quite a long way, and I feel like you guys have reached the point where you're no longer lonely. You still aren't quite sure where you're being led to, but you feel like you know you're going in the right direction, and you're kind of anticipating crossing over to the point of having that realization of what it is that you're supposed to be doing and implementing everything you've kind of learned up until this point, so that you can have that moment of realization of, okay, now I see why I've experienced what I've experienced here in order for me to put it into action. And I feel like this is coming in right away for you guys. I think a lot of you guys might have anticipated this or just had a knowing that it was coming, but you weren't sure when. And I feel like you guys have been shifting your focus towards each day and what it is that you can do each day to kind of further yourself. But I feel like maybe there's been a period of time there where, because of the sadness or because of the not knowing, that you might have kind of just been moving forward, but in stillness. And I think what Spirit wants you to know is that that inspiration and that lively vigor is actually coming back, because there is this new vitalized energy that's going to follow this night period, okay? And this night period was required in order for you to have the lessons learned, so that you're able to implement this or integrate this into the next part of your life. And I feel like there are other people. I am feeling divine feminine energy here. So I feel like there's other divine feminines or other energies around the world that you will be connecting with in order to make something very magical here. Okay. And I feel like this type of an energy that I'm feeling is almost surreal, because I feel like you guys are making the impossible happen here just by being connected. And I feel like you're not having to go outside of what's comfortable for you. And I feel like this gains momentum. I think what Spirit's also saying is that there is going to be many, many options, that whichever way you go is going to lead you in the right direction. So I think that it is coming through very strongly, because I feel like maybe for some of you guys, you've been walking down a path and you've been doing a great job at that, and it's been kind of more singular. But I feel like in front of you, there's going to be many options, and it could be maybe a little overwhelming from coming from a place where you've been guided and you've kind of been following that. But once you reach that milestone point, it's going to require you to allow yourself to choose freely with your heart. But there will almost seem as though there's so many things. So if you're kind of going back and forth and not quite sure, Spirit doesn't want you to get lost in that, because after all, the lessons that you learned to get to this point was to trust yourself in choosing wisely, to trust your ability to follow your heart, your calling, and the gut feeling and intuition that you have here, and not to get lost in your own thoughts or get in your way. So you will come to a point where it might seem overwhelming, because there will be multiple choices in order for you to follow here. So I don't think you can choose incorrectly, but certainly there is your cup to be chosen from all the options here, okay? And a decision needing to be made which way you want to go. And I really feel like this is giving you a whole rebirth. You will feel invigorated. You will feel like, because I think a lot of you guys have almost got used to, like I said, being in this state of nothing fabulous really happening. Like, you're not depressed, but at the same time, it's like this dark cloud, or it feels like night. Like, you know that daytime is coming, but how long do you wander in the night? And I think at first it's very difficult and very lonely, and you've had to make the most of it and use your environment and the things around you in order to get through. And eventually you kind of got used to getting through. But I think that that cloud or that nighttime energy, you're just kind of used to it because you've had no other choice. So now when this new energy comes in, it's like the sun is rising. I feel like you guys are going to feel like a newborn person here with a new opportunity. And I feel there's this inspiration and this very powerful passion that arises within you. And I do feel like there's other people around the world here that you connect with, at least two others, that I think will walk hand in hand with you in this new journey. Okay. You are implementing what you've learned specifically in order for you to choose your direction, and then to implement this in that whole new journey that you're going down. And I feel like you're going to be really building something here that others can see, that others can partake, that others can get involved. It is something that's going to be birthed by either your hands, because I do feel like you're using hands here, or something in which people can actually take away with them. Okay. But I do feel like you're going to be kind of seen as the guru or the teacher, the spiritual person in which birth this beautiful thing. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful here. So let's pull a little bit more tarot, just to see if we could see what this is all about and get a little bit more from Spirit. Now, if you're interested in a free private reading, you can go check out my bonus intro to see the free giveaways that I will be doing for this video if you're interested. So Spirit, for pile number 1, can we get a little bit more? Can we get a sneaky peek into what this is all about for pile number 1? What is this all about? I am feeling this one as well. Okay, so we have the King of Wands, we have the King of Swords, we have the Four of Wands, or sorry, the Four of Swords, and we also have the Emperor. Okay, wow, look at that. Almost got all the kings here. So, beautiful pile number 1. If some of you guys are looking for confirmation, we have heavy Aries here, okay? But we do have Aries, Leo, Sag, and we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now, what this is really telling me is this is the period of night that I was talking about, where you've had to kind of have a period of pause, because there was really not a whole lot going on, but you've had to kind of push through the night period, reflect on all the lessons of the past. And in this card specifically, you see there is somebody here by his side. So I feel like spiritually you've had either guidance from your spirit guides, your angels, but I do feel like this is talking about the community of people who are also in that state, who are also going through a similar thing here. So it's almost like you can look back on this experience and know that there was other energies kind of experiencing the same thing around the same time that support you and that are always going to support you, which is a beautiful gift, okay? I think just getting to know these people is a beautiful gift. Now, the King of Wands and the King of Swords, if I were to pick two kings for that I'd want to encompass in order for me to grow a business or business, or just move with the plan, would be the King of Wands and the King of Swords, because the King of Wands is very entrepreneurial, and he has the confidence and the passion and the know-how at the right time in order to make things happen. He's inspired, so he's driven. He doesn't have to talk himself into doing anything. He's just passionately wanting to do what it is that he needs to do to make things happen. The King of Swords is very intelligent. He doesn't make decisions based on a whim, so it keeps things very grounded, very logical, very intelligent. So between the two of these, if you're looking at a business, if you're looking at getting something off the ground, it is coming from a very successful place. That will be very successful. Now we see the Emperor in reverse here, and I feel like up until this point, you guys might have been feeling not empowered to take things in your own hands, partially because, I mean, what exactly was there? You weren't really seeing what it was that you were supposed to be taking charge of. So you've been kind of in a backseat type energy to life, and a backseat to kind of where you're guided towards, but you haven't been able to embrace your full emperor power because you're, you were kind of in this state. But Spirit is saying you are coming out of a state where you might have felt like you weren't in charge of your life, or like where life was kind of leading you, where other people might have been kind of in charge of your destiny. I feel like you're stepping out of this. This is like boss energy. So I feel like you're going to be the boss of your own creations here, even though you have people involved. I feel like you are definitely, like I said, that guru, that spiritual teacher, but the empowered person coming from a place where you weren't always in charge, and you might have not have always had the confidence here either, because now we're seeing the King of Wands, which is all about confidence and the drive and inspiration to do that. So now we have the state of mind. Let's see if we could just see a little bit more, Spirit, in regards to what this could be about. What could this be about for pile number one? This big surprise. What is this big surprise for pile number one? Now, it could be, again, because there's this option to make this pathway, these choices could be a little different for all of you guys, and you're needing to really lean in on your ability to trust your decisions, trust your guts. But we'll see if Spirit wants to share a little bit more in regards to what the surprise could be all about. Spirit, anything further in regards to this beautiful surprise for pile number one? We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Sun in reverse. We have the Four of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. So here we see in the After Tarot the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles in traditional tarot, we're watering, we're planning, we're giving energy to something that we're not fully reaping rewards. In the After Tarot, you see that now this bush is abundant with pentacles, and this guy was able to harvest and walk away with a pentacle. So that's exactly the flavor of this reading that I was saying. Like, you've walked this path, something was coming, but nothing really paid out, and you kind of got used to the fact that you were in this state and that eventually something was coming. So you were kind of in the traditional Seven of Pentacles energy, nurturing yourself and watering yourself, but not able to really reap the harvest here. So I feel like now's the time you're reaping the harvest. You're able to recognize why you've had to kind of be in the energy that you've been in. And it's a beautiful feeling when you walk away with something that is worth all of your effort and your time. Now, this is delayed contentment and success, because I do feel like you've been waiting a long time in this nighttime for the sun to rise. This is why the sun is in reverse. The sun is coming out. Okay, this the big surprise is when the sun is here, there is absolute joy. There's absolute clarity. There's absolute knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt what it is you're supposed to be doing, and the joy. Okay, and the sun is rising. The sun is definitely rising, because I feel like you guys are still definitely in the night. And I feel like this awakens this rite of passage with the Four of Wands. I also feel as though this can talk about soul family. And I feel like you're meeting your soul tribe, your people, okay, with these women around the globe here. I do feel like there is this coming together, a rite of passage with these people, and it does feel like home, and it feels very safe. Now, I also feel like with the Knight of Swords in reverse here, this is a challenging card when you think of the Knight of Swords, okay? The Knight of Swords in reverse is almost like battling, you know, battling challenges here. And I feel like your strength comes from the experience you had and what you bring to that soul family, that you guys are able to face challenges, that come by uniting and being kind of one against, it's almost like one against the world kind of thing. But I feel like you guys are ready to stand in the face of adversity here and stand in the face of any sort of challenge that comes your way. If you guys felt like, you know, the world was against you, or people were challenging around you, that is no longer the case now. All right, let's pull one clarifier here for this Knight of Swords, because I am curious to see. Look at that. Yeah. Sorry, they fell on my lap. We have the Seven of Cups and we have the Two of Cups. So we saw that Seven of Cups when we initially pulled. It was choosing the right path, okay? Choosing the right decision that you know is right, that you would intuitively be guided towards, and you'd have lots of options, like I said, to choose, right? Because the future is really yours to build. And we see here with this, with these two people here, they're hugging in an embrace. The Two of Cups is all about a equal distribution of partnership. A give and take is definitely a love. And you can see that where there was challenge, where there was struggle, where you were having to battle people who were just not cooperating, not willing to work. It kind of never felt like home. It never really felt like your people here, because there was a challenge, there was a struggle, there was always kind of like a battle. And now I feel like where there was this struggle or battle, you now have a decision in choosing, you know, your partnerships, the people you're close with, the people who are able to give to you in an equal way here. And look how beautiful that is with the cat kind of rubbing up against her legs. So cute. So there definitely is this partnership coming in, and like I said, it's at minimum at least two other people here that you're able to bring into your circle, or understand that there is this soul recognition, this rite of passage is coming together in order to face whatever this is here. But I do feel like you will be benefiting here financially, materially. There is something here that you're able to take away from that whole long night experience here that I think hasn't come yet. All right, so the sun is rising. Let's see if we could see just final words here from Spirit. Final words and guidance from Spirit for beautiful pile number 1. Beautiful words, guidance from Spirit. Pile number 1. Spirit, anything further? Anything further? We have the Ten of Pentacles. You guys are building your legacy. Six of Wands and the High Priestess in reverse. So your surprise is definitely a surprise with the High Priestess in reverse. This is all about the unknown. This is secrets. This is hidden stuff. So I feel like there is emphasis here on you guys choosing based on your intuition and really listening to your intuition here, which way you're going to go. So we can't get too in depth about what that looks like, because I think part of this whole night period and you walking through is learning to trust your intuition, and then being given a chance to be reborn in a way that when you get to crossroads where I feel there's multiple options, you're able to know which way you want to go and how to utilize your High Priestess, your intuition, as a compass, as guidance here. And look at this beautiful, beautiful energy. 10 of Pentacles, your legacy, what you leave behind for generations to come, for your family, your stability, financial, wealth, building homes. We saw that Four of Wands, which is that home card. And I do feel as though you're very successful. Spirit does want to leave a little bit of a clue here. You will be in the public eye. You will be victorious. You will have a lot of eyes on you and what it is that you're doing. You'll definitely have other people there as well. And I do feel like it is on the internet, because we have the world here, or that is how you're reaching out to other people to kind of give them your product, your service, your offering in a way, but they are seeing you on a pedestal. They're seeing you as a celebrity, as somebody who has gone through something here that's able to now, you know, assist them or gift them. And yeah, I do feel like this is going to build to your wealth and your stability here. And Spirit is just really wanting you to understand that you have the ability to go deep, to trust your intuition, and to trust anything that you might not know. You might not know, and you might need to be silent in order to hear that voice within you to choose wisely. But again, there is really no wrong decisions in this lifetime. I do feel like this is something destined for you, but Spirit really wants you to lean in on your intuition, lean in on what you've learned. And I do feel like you're bringing a lot of joy to a lot of people around you. And you're creating these deep connections with not only the people that you're working with, but I really feel like this is going to bring this deep satisfaction to your heart with the oceans. Speaking of deep emotions, bravery, and then we have these deep connections, water blessings as well. Blessings coming out twice, water coming out here, talking about that deep fulfillment in the heart, because I do feel like this brings a deep happiness to you. We see more water here, the sun rising, and then transcend, because what we're really doing is transcending from a place where we might have been lonely. We might have had to really depend, like I said, on utilizing the things around us in order to get through. Earth magic. You've pulled through here. You've made it through the night. And I do feel like there's a lot of other people, like I said, if not at least 2 other people, but I feel like there is a community of people. There's definitely, you know, a huge clientele here, or a support system for you that is able to really support your journey here. All right, so you might have been walking blind, but I don't feel like that's the case anymore. Sun is rising. Get out of your own way. Allow yourself to trust your decisions, and you will be entering this beautiful period of blessings. I did not pull a card of timing, but I did ask Spirit for the next blessing. So let's see if we can pull one card here, because I'd like to know for timing if there's something further Spirit wants to communicate for timing. Can we get timing for the blessing? Look at this. Okay, well, kind of falling sideways, but this is the Gemini card, and Gemini, we are in Gemini season right now. So, beautiful souls, I have a feeling this will happen within the Gemini period. So, I mean, this is a timeless reading. So if you are entering the Gemini period, then this could certainly be, or at least if you're around the, whenever you watch this reading, around the Gemini period is when we're looking at entering into this. And I do feel, again, this is talking about choice. Okay, this is my choice card here, and the decision to choose a passion, the decision to choose something we love. Okay, choose something we absolutely love. Pathway, choose a decision, which way we want to go. We can choose to go one way, or we can choose to follow our passion. The lovers is absolutely something destined that we love, and we're being called to step forward to choose what we love to do, choose the lover, choose the love over maybe our fear or over something holding us back. And I love how we have the sword here reminding me of the Ace of Swords. You get very clear, and there is an understanding here. We saw the King of Swords, which is clarity, understanding. I feel like you get very clear as to what you want to choose to do, and it's absolutely beautiful. So Gemini period, I cannot wait. Leave a comment. Let me know what this is all about. Some of you guys might have already entered that. If not, you will be entering that right away. See you soon. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile number 2. If you picked this pendant here with the Chinese symbol of Gi or Gai, not sure how to say it. This means valued in Chinese or expensive. So definitely luxury. Okay. And this jewelry is available at prairievintagejewelry.com. If you're interested, take a look at the description box and receive a discount. There's a lot of giveaways. So if you're interested in giveaways, free readings, personal readings, take a look at that bonus intro. and I will be glad to help you out in any way I can. So we're taking a look at the next big surprise for you coming in. Beautiful pile number 2. I cannot wait to see the surprise. We pre-shuffle the oracle cards. Let's get into what the universe has in store for you. We have physical body. We have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Wow. Okay. Talk about powerful cards when we're talking about surprises. Success. Okay, so we have honor the deities around you, prayers, offerings, and help. Cleopatra, Egyptian type energy, very interesting. Look at the colors of these cards, all very similar. We have false person with the number 8. We have ask for help. We have higher perception, passion. Wow. We have frog. We have power with volcanoes, number 9. Wow. We have trickster. Interesting. This looks like oh, that's a fox, but this fox looks really gray. I was going to say it looks like a wolf, but it's definitely a fox. Beautiful scenery. Trickster, false person. Interesting. Higher perception. All right. Tenderness, true love and compassion with the number 9 again. So number 9 coming out twice, and we have 8 here. Where's number 9? Was this it? No, right here. So we have 9, 9. So I like when I see numbers in succession. So it's generally going from one phase into another. And then we have 40 with resistance. Okay, I can see your message clearly here, but let us pull some tarot. So Spirit, thank you so much for pile number 2's next big surprise. Can we get more information kindly, please, for pile number 2 in regards to what this big surprise is for pile number 2? We have 4 with the Emperor. Beautiful. I'm going to pull one more card here. One more card for pile number 2, Spirit. One more. We have the 10 of Cups. Yes. And let's pull some of these as well. More tarot for pile number 2, Spirit. What is their next big surprise, kindly? We have the Knight of Swords. And what else do we have here, Spirit? For pile number 2, kindly, what is their next big surprise? We have the 10 of Swords. Yeah. Very clear message for my beautiful pile number 2. So, what a challenge. A challenge because you've experienced shady people, especially when it comes to opening your heart. And you've had situations, relationship, and I'm talking about a romantic, okay? Now, if this isn't in the romantic, it could be business dealings, but I don't think so. But if you're not here about experiencing a romantic setback with individual that you've really cared about, you opened your heart up, you were in a position of not holding back, and you got let down. And you had to learn to move forward and understand that this person was either not capable of stepping forward, or they're not who you thought that they were. You felt let down. You just had to use whatever letdown and energy that they left you in order to move forward with yourself. And I feel like there was anger at some point, but I also feel like you've had to really release a lot of how you felt, okay? And I feel like physically you guys might have felt very drained. Physically you guys might have felt low on energy. And I feel like this has really impacted you guys at a level of, you know, yeah, in not the greatest way, okay? But I do feel like this message is coming in very strongly, okay? There is an energy here, and for some of you guys, I feel like whoever this person was on a journey, and their journey was figuring out who they are, the true authentic self of who they want to be and who they are inside. And I feel like they've been having to go through their own journey, and I feel like they've been touched by you, okay? They've really been touched by you. And I feel like this energy is coming into their own divine masculine energy. Now, we all have divine masculine, feminine energy, but I feel like whatever this person was not stepping into their power. This person was not able to stand up. I feel like this person, no matter how much compassion, how much love and generosity you shared with this person, I felt like this person was always in an energy of burning you or leaving you in a state of not understanding. So I feel like you're definitely resistant of this person, okay? And I feel like this trust really needs to be built with this person. And for some of you guys, I would say 2% of you, this person is no longer in the picture, and there is a divine masculine here which you will be resistant to because of your experience with somebody who might have not have been in their complete emperor power. But I feel for the 98% of you, the person you were engaged with was certainly appearing like a trickster, but I feel like they were wearing a mask. They were unable to allow themselves to be genuine. They were like this frog that's been touched by this beautiful caring, tenderness, love, compassion from you. So I feel like the state of you having to go through something like this was 8, and then we have 9, which is, you know, you kind of having to release a lot of residual physical symptoms from having to experience this. But I feel like for those of you guys who are now embracing love, who are recognizing where you might be resistant, okay, because I think that's the next step here, is how you're perceiving things. You know, are you still perceiving things in a negative way here, or are you now able to open yourself up? We have ask for help, and then we have resistance. So someone who's resistant isn't able to open up and ask for someone to kind of come in, and not necessarily to help them so much, but what I feel is opening up to receive someone who wants to come in to give us love, compassion, and share this with us. And I feel like there is no greater goal than to love, because I feel like the love still needs to be there in order for there to be this breakthrough, if you will. And this, breakthrough with the volcano, this ability for something to come through that I think has been blocked or has been held back. And I feel like it's really going to take you perceiving things in a different way. And I do feel like that creates a very deep sense of passion with the volcano, with the passion here. And see how we have this little recycling bag, because I do feel like this person was a frog, was somebody here who, you know, was transforming into a prince, was needing to really take their sweet time in going through whatever they had to go through here. You know, and I don't feel like, I mean, we all have choices to make, but I don't feel like this person was on purpose trying to cause pain here. I feel like this person, you know, needed to go through their transformation. I mean, the frog's a frog and they can't just change, right? But in the fairy tale, he's needing to be kissed by the princess in order for him to evolve. And I feel like you've touched this person, and I do feel like it is somebody that you've had in the past here, because I do see this recycling here, or someone where you've experienced trickster energy, someone who is wearing a mask, somebody who I feel has left you guys in a state of not great, okay? But I see here with prayers, offerings, and help, and here ask for help. There's something here about, you know, you feeling like you're alone or needing to have this energy, that I feel provides support and assistance here. And I feel like there's been an emptiness here, and you might be a little resistant to this because of your experience, and that's absolutely fine. And I am getting a note here for some of you guys from Spirit that if you haven't physically met this person, that there is going to be a physical meeting of the bodies here, okay, which I feel is going to allow things to progress. But I do feel like that energy is now coming into their emperor power, which is absolutely beautiful. This is divine masculine, somebody who is empowered, somebody who is, you know, very much the energy of stepping up when they need to in a very healthy way here, okay? And the fact that we have the 10 of Cups, this is beautiful, because I feel like the potential here with this individual is having this full emotional fulfillment, coming together, blended families, and creating this beautiful legacy of a long-term stability and family here. This is father energy as well. If you are more in the business and not romantic, I do feel like this is like the career of a lifetime that brings you emotional bliss. They're able to align yourself with, you know, a career, a boss, something you can dedicate yourself to. Now, you have come from a challenging past here, okay? And this is in both regards. If you're resonating with the trickster, somebody who's hurt you, they were combative here with the Knight of Swords, okay? But I feel like you've had to really stand up for yourself. And I feel like this person is really wanting to fight for something here at all costs. And Spirit is really bringing up this resistance and this ask for help and this help. I feel like there's something here that you are still kind of in the final stretch that needs to close out, okay? Because we are seeing the 8, the 9, and now we're seeing the 10. So I feel like the 10 is the end of something here. And I feel like that 10 is potentially being no longer resistant and putting things to bed, because in this 10 of Swords, you know, all the knives have been pulled out of the back. Okay, this is the after tarot, the after scene. So the 10 of Swords in the traditional tarot, the guy has all the swords on his back. He's face down. He's been backstabbed. He's been hurt by someone he loved. It was the end. And now in this one, all the swords are removed. And then you've got, you know, two people here kind of dealing with the aftermath, having to deal with the aftermath. So it's really like where there might have been trust broken, somebody having to clean up and pull out the knives or the swords in order to prove to you and themselves here that they're their ally, not foe. But I do feel like there is an emphasis here on you maybe being resistant, okay? So I don't want to tell you to trust someone here who's a liar, who's a thief, who's a sneak, but I feel like this energy for me might have been somebody who hurt you, but it wouldn't have been somebody who was malicious or vindictive or abusive in any sort of way. So if that's your story, that's not what I'm feeling here. I just feel like this was somebody who was going through having to learn something, who might have been wearing a mask, who might have left you out in the cold, who wasn't able to show up, who left you very vulnerable and exposed, and who might have made you fairly angry here. And you're needing to shift your perception of this person, because in order for things to transition from the 8, the 9, the 10 into the new, because I feel like after, you know, the 10 and the removing of swords and the understanding that there is minimal to no resistance, the trust is built, that there is this deep sense of passion, this eruption of passion, and this beautiful 10 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment from somebody who now is not in a position to abandon you, who will be open and receptive to your love, your compassion, and it's absolutely beautiful, gentle love here. Okay, so let's see if we can just pull a little bit more final messages from Spirit. I love this reading for you guys. Love, love, love this reading for you guys. So Spirit, final words, guidance for pile number 2. Can they know a little bit more? What do they need to know? Anything further, kindly? Can we get a sneak peek of this beautiful surprise? Anything further? Thank you so much, Spirit. We're so blessed for this message. And thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you. Yeah. Also, what I'm hearing from Spirit is this person lacked the courage. Okay, so they needed to build up the courage here with the number 8. That is the strength card in the tarot, which is all about us having to face our fear and be able to look our fears in the face so we can be courageous to move forward when we need to. There we have the 8 of Swords. What else, Spirit? There we have the 3 of Swords in reverse. Yes. And there we have the 6 of Wands. So, message again, confirming this for you guys. I love when Spirit confirms. It makes me feel very happy that I've channeled what I was supposed to. With the 8 of Swords, that is a lot of mental thought. That is somebody up in their head, somebody who is held back by their thoughts, who is able to get out of that state. Now, what I see here is 2 people again. So I feel as though there's a need for this person to earn your trust, but this is emphasizing that resistance and that need for a higher perception, because I feel you've been hurt, and I feel like you might be seeing this person as now becoming the one who is the one. You know, they are here, they're wearing a mask, but you're seeing them as someone that they're not, because you can only see them as how they've been showing up. And so I feel like they're needing to really break you free from this way of perceiving them. But I feel like you are not seeing the real them, and you haven't. And I mean, whose fault is that? That's their fault. They've been showing up in this trickster energy. But I feel like in all actuality, we can have somebody freeing us, but we're going to have to be a willing participant in how we're seeing someone here, because I feel like your eyes might still be closed. Spirit's asking you to open your eyes to see things a little differently. Okay, you don't have to instantly trust, but Spirit is asking you to see things differently. Don't be in your mental prison. Don't be held back by limitations and thoughts. This person's going to have a role to play to free you from some of those mental thoughts, because, you know, in all actuality, proof's in the pudding, how they showed up, their actions put you in this state. Okay, so I do feel they step up. I do feel they see you, and I do feel they see you in resistance here. Okay, but all they can really do is come to try to make things right. It's up to you to kind of get out of that 8 of Swords type mentality. And then we see here the next card was the 3 of Swords in reverse, which for me, this is all about, and especially this is the after tarot. Look at the bandages on the heart. This is always coming out of a state of heartbreak. Okay, this is us having to do the work to heal our heart, being sad from separation, where somebody's done us wrong. We've been sad, we've been heartbroken. In reverse, we are coming out of that state. We have repaired our heart. It hurts, but it is on the mend. We're able to feel a lot better. And I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, with the patching of the heart, there is a need to kind of forgive and allow yourself to really heal that part of you. If somebody was challenging wearing a mask, you know, their capability was that of a frog. No matter how much they might have wanted to be something else, they were really in that state where they were, I mean, I say unable. We're all able to show up as ourselves, but everyone has their lesson in life, and in their mind, in their experience, this person at that time was unable to really step up and be themselves. They were stuck wearing a mask, being a frog, or at least that's how they felt, right? So we're needing to see the situation a little bit different. And then we have this beautiful victory card, which is winning. And here we have the 2 people as well. And you could see that this person is giving me heavy emperor vibes here, and he's coming in to give his princess this beautiful crown, And I feel like this person is no longer in a state of feeling where they're unable to show up here from a position of power, from a position that is proud. Because if this person lacked self-confidence, I feel like this is coming in as a healthy ego, as somebody who is coming in, who's done the work, who's absolutely wanting to be successful and recognizing you as someone who's had a helping hand in that. Okay, now it's up to you whether you want to let this person in or not, but there is something here about forgiveness, and there is no greater goal than to love, and love does not have to be romantic. Love could just be healing. Oh, and we got that ding of my email, and I was going to say love could just be healing the heart, which we saw the Three of Swords in reverse, in order for you to really release something here. But it is okay. It is okay to release, and something about asking for help. So I don't know if this person's going to come to you asking you just to help them, or if spirit wants you to be open-handed to receive the help that's coming in from a place that you'd rather turn down because this person showed up as a trickster, was wearing a mask, and now you're a little hesitant here. Okay, so I hope this resonated for some of you guys, because it's a beautiful energy. Let me know, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile number 3. If you pick this Venetian micro mosaic brooch, then this reading is for you. Gorgeous brooch. Absolutely love it. I'll put it right here, and we will be taking a look at the next big surprise for you. So I can't wait to see what this big surprise coming in for you is. We pre-shuffle the oracle cards, and we'll pull some tarot as well. If you're interested in a private reading, please take a look at my bonus intro there for all sorts of free surprise giveaways. So let's take a look at what this could be all about. Pile number 3, celebration. Beautiful dove. The dove is ascending. Pride. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. We have back to basics. Simplify, reduce, and center. Center. Look at this. Center. And I feel like there is also a center here in which this dove is flying into. Very interesting. Sudden wealth with the number 11. Sudden wealth. Wow. Simplify coming out twice. Simplify coming out twice. How magical. And look, one little daisy flower. Beautiful. We have 2 of these cards coming out for you guys. We have Omo Olorin with Sing. All these music notes. And we have more doves here. Beautiful card. Sing. She plays guitar. And we have Nana Baruku with Essence. Essence. We have Dragon. Very powerful. We have, look at this. Oh my goodness. 2 completely different packs of cards here. Number 14, the Soul, Passion. Look at that eye. Unbelievable. So similar. All these butterflies, and then water fountain or waterfall coming from the eye here. And the eye, it looks like the globe or the earth. Look at that. Passion. Peace pipe. Peace pipe. And we have the number 4 here, summoning power, instinct, intellect, and control, with 2 wolves here. And we have anomaly with the number 2. So all these crows are black. This crow is white. So it's an anomaly. It looks like an albino crow almost here. And look at this white dove. Very interesting. The crow almost looks like the dove. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Spirit, can we get some more information for pile number 3's big surprise? Kindly. Thank you so much. We have the 9 of Swords. And let's pull some of this tarot as well. Thank you, Spirit. Clear and concise message. Seven of Wands, and I'm going to pull one more. Thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy. Can't wait to see what this message is about. All right, we have 2 cards coming out. We have Death, and we have the 10 of Wands in reverse, and they're both in reverse. I'm going to leave them like that for now, but let's put that like that, and I want to make sure I'm in frame. Can I put that right there so you can see? Perfect. All right. Pile number 3. Holy camole. This is taking my breath away here. So I feel so strongly you guys have this passion you're doing, and I'm very convinced it's around music, okay? Doesn't have to be music, but I feel like it's a creative thing here where you're letting your creativity shine. So either you're a real good speaker, communicator, poet, you have your own YouTube channel or platform where you're communicating, maybe you're giving advice, maybe you're singing, you're showing your creation, maybe you're playing guitar, piano, you're putting together crafts, you're doing something here that other people are observing, okay? But I feel like it's been a struggle. And I feel like the struggle is that everything seems to become kind of challenging for you, and it's making it hard for you to continue down this path because it seems like you're questioning, like, okay, why are all these things kind of getting in the way? Is this telling me I need to stop? Or is this, do I have it in me to compete here? Do I have it in me to go against the competition and to keep following my passion here? And it's causing anxiety because I feel like you are really in your head. I feel it keeps you up at times where you're really thinking about, are you wasting your time? Is this something that people are going to want to see? Is this something that is going to amount to something here? And some of you guys are on the verge of just saying, you know what, maybe I should give up. Maybe I should go down a different direction. And you're not quite sure here if just because you love something here, if that is enough to kind of keep it going. Now, the good news is there is nobody quite like you, and you have something here that is absolutely gold, something here that's absolutely beautiful, something here that other people cannot replicate. And although there's a lot out there, singers, pottery creators, speakers, poets, that type of a thing, you have something here that these people do not. And what Spirit is wanting you to know is because of that, you're able to actually make it big here, okay? Now with Simplify coming out, I think Spirit really wants you to stay true to the basic foundation of when you begun, whatever this is. Stick to that and nurture that, okay? Don't spiral into other things. Don't get in your head about it not working. Get very confident in what that is. Be very controlled in how that comes out. Stick to that. Don't abandon that. Have pride in that piece that you were able to put together here. This is coming from a place of passion. This is coming from a place of you seeing your vision, because at some point you saw your vision. There is this beautiful celebration coming. There's this beautiful energy of your joy coming in here, okay? And Spirit really can see you've put a lot of your effort, a lot of your thought, a lot of your passion into this, but Spirit wants you to go back to when you initially kind of started this, why you did it, right? You did it because of your passion. You did it because the very simple act of doing it was enjoying, but maybe over time it started to get more complicated, or maybe now it became, I need to be more successful because, you know, maybe this isn't bringing you my monetary gain, or maybe you're comparing yourself with others who are, you know, out there doing the same thing, and you feel like maybe I'm not doing it right, or is it not good enough, or whatever. But the thing that you are doing is the part that is what's different. It's the part that's separating you from everybody else in the competition out there. And that's the key that's going to bring in this wealth, okay? And I do feel like for a lot of you guys, it is monetary gain. but also it's going to explode in a way that I think you are not expecting. But you have to go back to the reasons why you were doing it, out of the joy, out of the passion, the pure essence of why you did it, and really nurture that simple thing here, okay? Because I do feel like it is simple. You might be complicating it. You might be getting in your head. I feel you are getting in your head about this. And for a lot of you guys, you might have already given up. And you might think, no, I didn't give up because I'm still doing it. But Spirit is saying you gave up in that initial drive, that initial thing why you started in the first place, okay? And Spirit wants you to get back to that place and allow yourself to not be hung up on certain things that I think you might be getting hung up on, because I feel like you are transforming in an organic way here that is very natural, okay? But I think that you might be comparing yourself. So although it is natural, you say, well, all, crows are naturally black. Why am I white? But I mean, an anomaly here is also a natural occurrence that happens where, every once in a while you have an albino animal, because I feel like this is coming with your creative talent here. This is saying, not everyone is a great singer or a guitarist, but whatever, 1 in 1,000 might be a genius guitar player here, and that's you. And you might be seeing this as not belonging or not being able to run with the best of them, but Spirit saying this is what is making you stand out. This is what's going to take you there, and to kind of go back to that joy that you have in doing what you were doing here, because you are in a higher ground with the 7 of Wands. That is the underdog thinking that they have to battle and fight and might feel as though they're at a disadvantage. But really the 7 of Wands is we are on a higher advantage here to be able to show up and compete. This is the after tarot, so this looks a lot like the 5 of Wands, where there's competition, okay, where there's challenge, where we're maybe conflicted and we're maybe not wanting to fight because there's a lot of battle, but Spirit is saying that, let's recognize where we might have been throwing in a towel or giving up here, and allow things to transform, because the Death in reverse is maybe, us not allowing things to organically shift to the next level of what we need. And sometimes the next level is the newborn. And what that really means to me is maybe you've built something here, okay, through time, and now it's organically come to you giving up, or the end, or you're just considering abandoning where you're at right now, but you put lots of time and investment, so you're kind of still hanging on to something here. Spirit is saying it's okay to allow things to die out, clear it all away, and then after death is rebirth, right? So rebirth, think of a baby. This is simplifying back to basics. You might think, oh no, I got to go back to the drawing board. Yes. Okay. This is advice from Spirit, because we've been hanging on to something here that might be too complicated, too in the weeds. We've let go of the actual basics here of why we started to sing in the first place, why we went over that passion in the first place, the vision we initially had here. That vision needs to be fed, but it is simplifying where you're at, and allowing yourself to get to that place again. This with the soul and the passion, I feel this is something so deep, and I feel like this big surprise, this big blessing here is, I don't think you're ready for the sudden wealth and the celebration that's coming towards you, okay? But I feel like there is a need for you to kind of release something here in order for this to come in. Let's see if we could see some more. Kindly Spirit, can we see a little bit more for pile number 3 in regards to this blessing? 7 of Swords in reverse. Anything further here for beautiful pile number 3, Spirit, in regards to this blessing? This next big surprise coming in. What is this next big surprise coming in all about? We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is giving me that same death in reverse, okay? Having to let something organically close out. And here we have the beautiful Queen of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. Okay. Seven of Swords in reverse. We are the ones getting in our own way. This can talk about self-sabotage. This is about revealing to ourselves, maybe in ways where we might have been doing something here that wasn't maybe necessarily helping us, and coming to terms with that. So this is like the, you know, the thief returning the swords, or coming back to something to recognize that maybe we were down a path that maybe we thought would work, or that we thought we'd be self-serving, or we thought would whatever, and now we come back to recognize that maybe it wasn't the best course of action. You know, so I feel like this is saying maybe you overcomplicated something here. Maybe you're going down trying to make something else work, but Spirit wants you to come back to simplify whatever plan you have here. Put whatever you need to bed, because I feel like there's something here that does need to come to an end here that isn't quite completely ended, and it's been over for quite some time. Because if you look at this after tarot, you know, all the swords have been pulled out of this guy's back. Because in the traditional tarot, the guy has all these swords and it's still painful. I feel like whatever ending has come, you know, it's now time to kind of move on from that and really get into this energy. And I feel like by allowing something to come to terms with the natural organic ending will spark you up, almost like without you needing to do that. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is very fluent in the law of attraction and brings abundance, and is very inspired, very beautiful, full of passion, and she can make things happen, and it's such a natural way of being here. And I feel it is destined for you. There's something here you're destined to really bring about, and I see 2 tens here, which is confirming something needing to come to an end. And I think what needs to come to an end is maybe an acceptance that maybe we were overcomplicating something here, or maybe we gave up on something that we started off, but it didn't quite work. We know that we're an anomaly, that we present some sort of specialty at something here, but we might have not have fully pursued it. Or we might have been able to go down 2 paths, I feel, and we probably chose one path, but it didn't quite work. So now we have an opportunity to go down another. Let me see. Spirit, can we get a little bit more here? A little bit more here for pile number 3. We have the 9 of Cups. Look at that. We have the Knight of Cups and the Fool. Exactly that. Wow, 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 wow. Love when Spirit confirms. 9 of Cups, your own emotional fulfillment, not about anyone else. How do you satisfy yourself? How do you give yourself what you need, your soul food, in order to stand strong in your own passions? Go after your creative love, your creative passion. This is the Knight of Cups, somebody who is following their heart, who's very dreamy, very creative, very much full of love and passion in order to fulfill themselves and their emotions and have this beautiful new beginning. And I feel like this new beginning should have started a while ago, okay? With the after tarot, now the Fool's already taken that leap. And I feel like he's found something here already by taking that leap. Found this beautiful rose. He's smelling the rose here. I find it absolutely beautiful. Spirit is wanting you to have this beginning. If you feel like you've already tried something here, maybe Spirit wants you to tweak it, simplify, drop a lot of what wasn't working, and stick to a very simple thing. Stick to your talent, okay? Don't overcomplicate it, and continue on with that beautiful energy in order for things to organically grow and be successful, because you will be celebrated and you will have sudden wealth from this. Absolutely. Okay. Let's get final words. Let's get guidance here from Spirit. Guidance from Spirit here. Yeah, you got to find it within yourself to really make this decision, okay? Because I feel the Queen of Wands doesn't have to do much after a certain point, and I feel like you're going to encompass the Queen of Wands energy, but at first I feel like with the summoning power, this is almost like you having to take control, being a little wise here, and having to maybe pull the plug in an area that you might have spent some time with, so you're not quite sure, and you just, you know, you might have invested quite a bit here. So Spirit's saying clear the drawing board, accept an ending, however, what wasn't working or what you feel like might have overcomplicated things, and start over here. So final words, guidance from Spirit. Next big surprise, Spirit, can we get some more for beautiful pile number 3? Oh, 10. The Judgment here with the number 20. The 10 of Cups, you guys. And we have the 2 of Pentacles coming in reverse. Look at this. Judgment. Okay, Judgment. This is right before the world, where we're concluding a huge cycle here, and we're having to get real with ourselves. We're having to look back on events of the past, and we're having to use all these facts, okay, in order to put aside our ego, put aside our feelings, put aside anything that is not allowing us to recognize and shift our consciousness and our awareness to the truth in order for us to accept what is meant for us. Okay, so it's difficult because if we're hanging on to, you know, maybe our pride, maybe our ego in a way, we might not be able to see truths and what's meant for us. So there's a point of reckoning. There's a point of having to see what's factually there, accept what is, deal with what's coming towards us in order for you to embrace this beautiful 10 of Cups. Because I feel like the 10 of Cups, you know, we could keep it kind of as an imaginary hope, a dream, a wish, or we can bring it into the 3D world here where we're getting full emotional fulfillment. But it's a matter of, do we want to keep it as a dream, or do we want to bring it into our full awareness here? And I feel like a lot of you guys want to bring this into full 3D world here, and any sort of going back and forth or not getting clear, or feeling like you're always kind of trying to juggle something here, I feel like this comes to an end, okay? This comes to an end when you simplify. This comes to an end when you're clear, when you focus on an area and you stay committed and dedicated to that, and accept any sort of anomaly that you might bring, that you might think makes you weird. That's what's making you stand out, okay? Or something where you think it you know, let's try to embrace that we are different, and this is why we're able to be celebrated here. And I feel like lean in on that, okay? So I feel there's an end of this back and forth, this turbulency, and I do feel like you are certainly being told here by Spirit that this 10 of Cups is certainly for you here. You can bring your dream into the 3D world, bring it into your family, your friends, people who are able to celebrate this emotional fulfillment that you're gifted. You're gifted and you're sharing it with them, so they're able to take part in this, okay? But there is this need for a judgment, for a realization, a coming to Jesus moment where we say, you know what, I'm going to accept what it is that I have to do here, and maybe if it means tweaking something we thought would work, we're now removing our ego, making the adjustments we need to do, let go of things that should have come to an end, and simplify, getting back to basics here. And with the center, it's really getting centered, right? We saw center. It's going within, taking a look at what really matters here, you know, essence, passion, what really matters to your soul, and hanging on to that. And that's the thing that's going to allow you to stay true to your vision here, okay? And you are being seen. I feel you are being seen. You are definitely admired here. People can't get their eyes off you, okay? It is beautiful. Or they can't get their eyes off the product you're making, or the, you know, the service you're providing, the talent you have, the creativity. You're definitely you know, this, you have the vision, and people can't get their eyes off you to see where you're going next. So I love this reading for you guys, pile number 3. I hope this helped. Let me know how that resonated, and don't forget to check out prairievintagejewelry.com if you're interested in any of the jewelry that you saw here today, or any free giveaways for private reading. Take a look at the intro to this video, and I will see you soon. Bye.